Okay, class, I'm going to try something new. Um, Press releases are the most challenging thing that you'll probably have to do in this class as far as just knowing how to do it and how to write it correctly. And so I thought if I wrote kind of a fake press release, with you guys on here, it may make things easier for you. So the first thing I want you to note is that I have the assignment sheet open and I have just read through it and I've looked at this whole thing and I'm using it as a guide to write my own press release. So it specifically says that you need this on your press release and you need a headline. I've used today's date. Notice that I abbreviated September. So if you are using a date with a day, because I have 25 there, that tells me I need to abbreviate September. Now, we don't abbreviate March, April, May, June, July, but all the other months that are longer, you do. But only if a specific day is used with that month. So if you just say September 2018, you would spell out September. But, okay, moving on. So the headline, Oklahoma State University Fun Club to raise money. So this first press release needs to be written in the future. So, and this is completely made up. There's probably not an OSU Fun Club, but I just kind of wanted to do this to give you guys an idea of what you're doing. So your first sentence will start out like this. Because OSU is in Stillwater, I'm going to use Stillwater as the date line, and then you abbreviate Oklahoma in this way, OKLA period, because press releases are written in AP style, which is different than probably anything you've ever written before, which is what makes this so challenging for you guys. So the first sentence is the lead, and this is kind of the who, what, when, where, why kind of information. So, Oklahoma State University Fun Club members are set to, let's say, host an event to raise money at 5 p.m. September, we'll say 30th, at the Colvin, let's do an ag hall because that's where a lot of your stuff may be at. So in Agricultural Hall 103. Remember, this whole thing is completely and totally made up. I want to double space this. So I'm totally making this information up, but Oklahoma State University Fun Club members are set to host an event to raise money at 5 p.m. September 30th in Agricultural Hall 103. So a couple things to note. Members, right? I have members in the lead because a club cannot host anything. A club is just a word like a book or a computer. They can't do anything. Now, people can do things. So make sure in your leads you're not using personification and that you are having people do things, whether it's hosting or leading or participating or competing. People have to compete. Members, staff members, students, etc., but not a club or anything like that. And then I have they are set to host. This is a good way to, this wording is used a lot in press releases. And then notice that I have time, date, and place. You typically want to end the lead with this, and specifically in this order. So time, date, place. Notice how I have abbreviated PM with periods, lowercase. I have abbreviated September because 30th is with it, and I have Agricultural Hall capitalized because that's the name of the building, right? And then 103 would be the room. So just pay close attention to the way I have this set up because that's very similar to the way yours needs to be set up. So the next paragraph is, it can either be a quote or it can be kind of the why this matters thing. In my case, I'll give a little bit more information and I'll say why. So, the event was created to raise money for cancer research. The let's see, an auction will be held and donations will be accepted. I'm just kind of making this up as I go, so bear with me. So this is just a little more info on why this matters. And now I'm going to have a quote. I need a quote from a real person whom I actually talked to, who knows about this event. So maybe a fun club officer would be a good person. So we are so excited for this event, said John Smith, OSU Fun Club president. We cannot wait to raise funds to help cancer victims. Okay, so let's pay attention to how I did this. You start with the quotation marks and you end with them. Before you say the word said, notice that it goes quotation mark, content, comma, quotation mark, and then said John Smith, comma, their title. Notice that I abbreviated OSU because once I have spelled out Oklahoma State University the first time, I can just use OSU every time after that. Also notice that I capitalized the word club because I capitalized it in the lead. That means every single time I say fun club, I need to capitalize it. And then president is lowercase because you typically don't capitalize titles in AP style. And some of this you guys won't know, but I'm just trying to kind of help you along the best I can. So there's my quote. A little bit more info. So the event is free to attend. Everyone is welcome. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, whatever else. You'll have more info when you talk to a real person. And then boilerplate contact. This is the last paragraph. So this is typically like OSU Fun Club is an organization to promote having fun. I'm completely making this up. Club members utilize philanthropy to help others. The club has 31 members. For more information about the club and the upcoming event, contact Sally Smith, OSU Fun Club Secretary, at 405-444-4444 or sally.smith@okstate.edu. And then you always end it with the hashtags. So notice I have 5 paragraphs here. It's really short. Press releases get straight to the point. They say, this is what's happening, this is why it matters, here's a quote, and here's how you get more information. I mean, it's really simple. You can add, you could even say, for additional details, visit www.osu.edu. I mean, it's just really brief on this is what's happening. In the last paragraph, the boilerplate, that's information about the club and how to get more information. Again, just notice how I have utilized commas, when I capitalize in lowercase. Um, just the little details is what will get you on this. But don't overthink it. A press release, like I said, it's pretty short. It's typically 5 paragraphs, just 1 to 3 sentences per paragraph. It's just really important that you get the lead in this format, that you have Stillwater in all caps, and that you abbreviate Oklahoma this way. I mean, of course, you can do things in other states. You can email me if you have questions on how to abbreviate or anything like that. But lead, why this is important, more information, a quote from a real person that you talked to, and then more information and a boilerplate. That is literally it. So it's not super hard, but it's just a different format, different writing style than you're probably used to. You're more than welcome to email me with any questions you may have at all. I probably won't count off for the AP style, like say you put OK here instead of OKLA, or you capitalize president. I won't count off for that, but I will mark it on your papers. And just follow the rubric. The main thing is this format. It spells it out exactly what you need to do. And the main thing is just writing without opinion. So anytime you say something that is information you did not know before you wrote this, then you need to cite whoever told you. You can cite a website, but I want to remind you that you absolutely have to include a direct quote from a real person. That is a must in a press release. But continue to look over the assignment sheet right here. This will help you a lot. This just, it just really spells it out. Just follow this format that I have. You typically don't indent the first line of a press release. I know that this has it right here indented, but you typically don't indent the very first line of a press release. I won't count on for that, but this exact format that I have is exactly what you need to do for your press release. So I hope this helps you guys. Like I said, please email me if you have any questions at all. That's the only way I can really help you, is if you email and ask me, and I'm more than happy to help you in any way that I can. I hope that you are enjoying your semester and this class, and I hope that this has helped you in some way.